But the common thread here is they feel like they're behind. And when we feel like we're always behind, we always feel like we have to rush and speed up. And that's where the hustle comes in. Welcome back to the Life and Business Podcast. I'm your host, Sue Bravo. This is the podcast where we share stories and strategies to help you to live life well by doing business better, counterculturally, simply, in a way that doesn't cause overwhelm and burnout, a way that helps you build a business that allows you to live the life that you've been dreaming of. Today, we are going to be talking about this concept of rose-colored glasses, polarized glasses, and just looking at life through the naked eye. And this episode is kind of sparked by an inspiration. I was at a farmer's market and I was wearing these new sunglasses I'd gotten, and I was looking at these jewelry pieces, and the lady was like, hey, these are like silver and these are gold. And it was interesting because they all looked gold. And so when I was about to get ready to try on these rings, I took off my glasses and I realized they were actually all the silver color. And I was like, oh, wow, this is interesting, because the entire time I thought all of these designs were gold. And it just sparked this thought I had of like, life looks differently when you're wearing rose-colored glasses. Life is not what it really is because you have these colored glasses on. And then even like I think about my polarized sunglasses that I have, I always say like my glasses make me feel like I'm looking at life like HD, because I don't have 20/20 vision. My eyes are a little bit blurry. And so when I put on my polarized, my prescription sunglasses, everything feels like HD. Everything feels like super crisp and clear. And I think about how that is also not reality, right? It makes life look better than it really is. And so there's these two different glasses that you can have on. You can have the rose-colored glasses, which makes life not look like it actually really is, right? It alters your reality. And then you can have the polarized, the prescription glasses that also make life look better than it actually really is. And then we have these, what I would say, you can look at life through your naked eyes, right? Which is just what I say is reality, which is truth. And when you are able to look at life through the naked lens, through truth and reality, you are able to begin to make change, right? You get to make real change because now you're looking at reality versus us being on social media and we are looking at other people's lives through social media lens. And now we're making our life decisions based off of those realities, which are false realities, right? And so when you're trying to make a change in your life, I just want you to ask yourself, like, do I have rose-colored glasses on? Do I have, polarized prescription glasses on? Or am I actually looking at this with a naked eye, with full of truth and facts? And something interesting that has happened in the past few months was a lot of my friends have been sharing with me of how they are experiencing generational wealth from their parents and their in-laws, and they're getting homes and they're getting cars and they're getting down payments for houses. And from my lens, not knowing any context or anything, it can be so easy to be like, oh, wow, like my friends are so much further ahead in life than I am. Like, what am I doing wrong, or what am I not doing? And unintentionally, that's what I was thinking. I was like, cool, like I want to have what they have. Like, what is happening there? What are they doing? And then you come to find out, oh, they're getting so much help and support from their family. And some people can look at this as a handout, as it being bad. But I look at it, I'm like, oh, wow, I want to be those parents. I want to have that kind of wealth that one day my kids want to buy a house and I can help them with that down payment. I want to be the kind of parents and the kind of, building that wealth to where now I can buy my kids' a car, right? And have it paid for. And so again, like when you take a look at the world, right, that lens, you can look at people who have generational wealth, who have friends and who have family, who has been helping them out. You can take a look at that and say, wow, that's a handout, and I don't want to be the kind of person that has a handout. Or you can be the kind of person who is like, I want to be those kind of people who can be so generous because I have been so privileged to build this wealth for this generation and the next generation and the next generation to come. And so that's been just like really encouraging to me to hear my friends share that with me, because it also reminds me of like, we are not too far behind, or we are not, like in general, we're not behind, if that makes sense, because I also have a lot of friends who are my age, who are not married, who have no kids, and they desire all those things. But the common thread here is they feel like they're behind. And when we feel like we're always behind, we always feel like we have to rush and speed up. And that's where the hustle comes in of like, I'm behind, so I must go faster. And I don't want anybody to ever feel like they're comparing their life and they feel like I'm far behind and I need to hustle and I need to hurry up. Because again, that's you wearing like the hustle glasses. Hey friends, if you want to create more wealth, impact, and freedom in your life as an entrepreneur, I invite you to join me inside of my private coaching program where I teach you how to make a bigger impact in your business, but then also be fully present in your life. You can check the show notes or descriptions wherever you're listening or watching to this podcast to book your free consultation today. Right? Or the specific types of glasses that you have on that makes you believe that you're even behind in kind of life. And I think about life in general. It's like, we live life and there is no like I'm further ahead or I'm too far behind. And so if you feel like that as well, maybe this is an opportunity for you to evaluate how are you looking at everybody in your life, their life, right? How are you on social media, the people that you follow, the people that you just like aspire to be like, what kind of glasses do you have on for them? Are you judging them? Are you trying to hustle your way to, what is it called? Like keeping up with the Joneses, right? Is that the kind of lenses that you have on? Because if you have any other lens on besides like the naked eye and the lens of truth, you are robbing yourself of like living in reality and changing your life. Because if you're not living reality, you're always going to think my life is worse and my life sucks more than these other people. Or you're going to live your life and think like, oh, wow, I'm so amazing. And you're not going to be humble at the same time either. And so I just want you to evaluate, like, what kind of glasses are you looking at life with? And this last concept that I want to bring up is just false realities. The world around us is either going to be better or worse depending on the kind of glasses that we have on. And so I even encourage you to always evaluate what kind of lens are you looking at life through? And then two, what kind of lens do you actually want to be looking at life through? What is going to be best in service of you, right? Is it looking through the rose-colored glasses or the polarized glasses? Or is what is going to actually be best in service of you just looking at the naked eye and looking at reality and truth? Because a reminder is when you are looking at life through the naked eye and through the reality and through the truth, you can actually begin to make actual changes in your life and in your business towards the life and the business that you want to create. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. I don't really like that episode, but it always sounds better in my head. If you have found value in this episode, I'd love for you to consider leaving a review and sharing with your friends and family, and we'll see you on the next episode.